This might be the only hand in which we deal with play, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Board 6 has a 1-no trump opener. Ace, king, ace, ace. 15 points, but they're prime points. It appears that our ace of clubs will win the opening lead, right, if West follows through. Probably East has the king, queen of clubs, maybe to 6, king, queen, double, king, queen, 6 maybe. So maybe that hand is something like 6, 3, 2, 2. Looks like a couple club losers to me. I show my majors going up the line with both. So 2 hearts, and I get an invite. Now, I don't know that there's any good sense to go to game here. We have 15, they have 9. Most of the time, point counters at your club or in your wide opening range games will be staying at 3 hearts. Why not just make 140 plus 1 if it's 4, because not that many people will go to game. Now we're playing imp pairs, which changes the equation a little bit, because now if you go to game and make, you're in great shape. Of course, if only 2 or 3 pairs do it, you're just in the same boat with them, and you're going to get a poor score if you're wrong. But making is 420 as opposed to people who don't go and make 170. Make this if we're vulnerable here at 620 versus 170, now we got a great swing and a lot of reward for risking our neck. What do we need from partner? 9 points, including the king, queen of hearts, and then we need at least one of our minors covered, or the queen of spades, but we're asking probably too many points from him. All right, so let's bid 4 hearts, just because a lot of you did. I think that I passed 3 hearts. Asking a lot from partner. So I stuck my neck out, and yeah, I have 2 club losers, and I have a diamond loser, and one of those diamonds can go under the ace, and then I need the hearts to behave. You can't have a loser in hearts, so we need to be able to get all those. And then I have a spade loser, right? We have 7, but we have a spade loser. So somehow we have to concoct a way that we can get 4 spade tricks. And mind you, we need to make 4 spade tricks. We can't be roughing the last spade. That's not what we're into. What we're going to try to do is pitch a diamond on a spade. Follow me? So if we can pitch a diamond on a winning spade, win 4 spades, pitch a diamond on a winning spade, then we'll just have 2 clubs and the diamond. So we have to take 4 spade tricks, can't lose a spade trick, and they have to break 3-3, because the 4th spade can't be a rough. I can't be roughing a spade to win. I need it to pitch a loser from the dummy. Follow? I gotta get the king, I gotta capture the queen, I gotta capture the jack, and then they have to break 3-3 so that the last spade is a winner. So win this, and I need a 3-3 break, right? So oddly enough, if we get a 3-3 break, we're going to be able to, we might be in a great shape here to make an overtrick. How would we make an overtrick? Well, if we need the spades to break 3-3, then that means we can lead them 3 times without them roughing. Right? We can lead them 3 times without them roughing, leaving the last spade set up. So I don't need to pull all of the trump. In theory, I don't have to pull any trump. I'm going to pull a little trump, though. Because watch this. I think this hand actually is either your +1 or your down 1. So go back to the ace of diamonds. Right, now there are your 3 losers, the diamond, the club, and the club. You got to get rid of one of these diamonds up here. Right? So maybe start with the 8. Right, this is the first finesse. We're hoping that the queen, jack is an ace. Not hoping. If they're not an ace, then we're not making this contract. Right, so it makes, good for us. Lead again. There's one of them. Right? Got to cross back, and now pulling last trump, and now we need them to break 3-3. And there's the queen, so that worked. Now we can pitch a diamond. Actually, I probably don't want to pitch a diamond. Yeah, you don't. This is how you make +1. Why don't we pitch a club instead? Does that help us? That will give us a cross rough. Move the club up. They can get a club, one club, and they can get one diamond. And now we can cross rough the 2 remaining to make +1. So on board 4, we won't go through this hand. I want to introduce a bid to you if you're not familiar with it already. People who play Bergen or raises are already aware of how beneficial it is to have a 9-card trump suit. So let's just say that's one asset, one attribute to like, is can you in an auction show your partner that we have a 9-card fit, right? That will help you in a variety of ways. Extra roughing power, makes a lot of end plays possible that wouldn't be otherwise. So that's it, one attribute, okay? One reason, one thing we'd love to show our partner. Now the other thing that we find we'd like to show our partner is when we have what looks like a minimum hand, right? Something that's not invitational, right? Then we have a wide range of points, right? It can be anywhere from 5 or maybe even 4 if it's an ace to about 9 points, right? So that's a big wide spread. If your partner is invitational, especially in a competitive auction, if he thinks there's a shot for a game, the difference between knowing whether you have 7, 8, 9 points or 4, 5, 6 points is going to be crucial, right? We can call the first, the top end of that range, constructive. And we can call the remainder a minimum or semi-constructive or whatever. But what we would like to do is have a way to show that we're at the top end of the range. Right now, this is cool. So if you mix those two together, right, the raises, right, one to show 9 and one to show that you're constructive, now we end up with something that's commonly known as a mixed raise. So here is how we can show a mixed raise on defense. We have a 9-card fit, right? And then I have to decide, well, how strong am I, right? I have 6 points, which would tend to make you think, well, that's not strong enough. But remember, we have a 9-card trump fit, and we have almost certainly have heart roughs coming our way. On top of that, we have a 6-card suit, and if you give our partner the king of clubs or the queen of clubs, we're now in a position where we may be providing winners for our partner to throw off on. So this is certainly worth an upgrade to a constructive hand, right? Showing that between that range of 5 to 9, let's show that we're in the top half of that range. And we do that by using a mixed raise. Now the mixed raise here, notice it was a heart and then a spade. If we bid 2 hearts here, we'd be showing a good hand with spade support. And we can jump one time to show that we have a constructive raise, and 4. Right? This is a great bid. First of all, it's obstructive, right? Because North can't do anything. Is he going to bid 4 hearts now where we're top of 3 hearts? Maybe, but we certainly put a lot of pressure on. Our partner returns it to 3 spades, meaning he doesn't have that good invitational hand or any reason to think for game. So we pass, and we buy the contract at 3 spades. Now we're vulnerable, and East-West is vulnerable. And as it turns out, at the tables, 4 of our North-South pairs make 4 hearts. And they make 620. Right? Imagine that you're at a Swiss game, right, where you have just one set of teammates, and they go play the other side. So they're playing North-South at another table. And when you compare scores later, they come back and say, hey, yeah, we made 620. Assume that's a flat board. And you can say, no, we used a mixed raise. We bought it for 3 spades, and we made 4. Right? So making 170 on top of the 620 your partners are making, that's 790. Believe me, you have a good shot of winning that round in the Swiss. So that's called the mixed raise. Study up on it. I think they're almost natural feeling, right? Jumping in the opponent's suit. They come up on defense, where you have 4 and a constructive hand, and where your partner has overcalled at the 1 level after, so that the opener suit was lower ranking. And that's where you can use them. Use them. I recommend them. So next we have a couple slam hands. The first is board 9. Well, actually, the first that I'm going to take is board 9, saving the grand slam on 21 points for last. No one bid slam here. I take that back. I don't know if anybody did. I don't have the board traveler here. So you get and the reason why I want to talk about these two hands, I don't know that either should be bid slam. Okay, first of all, so I don't want to make you slam happy. You should always put game before slam, and don't go out winging it on slams unless you have a good chance of making it, right? Because it just doesn't work well. It really works badly in match points. There's absolutely no point in bidding slams unless everybody's bidding a slam in match points. So the lesson in these two hands might be more about vision. Right? When we learn how to bid slams early on, right, it's like, okay, bid Blackwood, right? Well, lots of times slams, and the other thing that we learn is, hey, you got 33 points, you should be in slam. Right? Lots of times the slams are made in distribution, which requires you to form pictures. Right? You have to visualize the slam, come up with the cards that your partner might have, and then be able to get to slam that way. All right. So East open spade, and by the way, some people did not open that East hand. It's absolutely got to be opened. Right. 1 spade, and now I have 9. 13, 5, an 18-point hand with a void in the spades. This is a hand that I'm really going to want to bid. But I'm not going to overcall. All big hands start with a double, right? And this is a big hand. It's a huge hand, right? So you start with a double. West bids 2 spades, and this is crucial. Right? Now we can see that they have a fit in spades, and now our partner bids 3 hearts. And things are looking very good for us. What is our partner doing bidding at the 3 level? Right? He's got to have something. Right? They say he's got 6 to 10 points. Right? Clearly, he's counting on us having at least an 8-card fit. But I got to think that he's short in spades, or he's got some distribution going on, or something to make him bid this 3 hearts. Do I think because of that we could have more than slam? Right? Remember, I'm huge. Put my partner's points in the king, queen of diamonds, 5 points, right? We're making slam. If I can make slam opposite 5 points and my partner has voluntarily bid at the 3 level, why am I not thinking that this is a slam hand? Clearly, 4 hearts is going to be good. So is there anything I need to do? Should I just bid 6 hearts? Am I that crazy? I don't know. We won't bid it the robot's way. Instead, we're just going to use a picture. We can't figure out how to bid it with a robot, right? My partner's going to if you give him the king, queen of diamonds, I'm making 6, right? So I'm just going to bid it. That's asking 5 points of what he should have. I suspect I'll have at least 7 or so, or some great distribution. Right? I'm just going to bid 6. This is a picture slam, right? And it might not be the right slam to be playing, okay? Partner did come down with 6 points. He didn't have he has the jack of hearts, which is great. He has the ace of clubs, which is outstanding, right? We're going to be able to win the clubs and end up with 1 diamond loser, I believe, right? He didn't have the king of diamonds. King, queen of diamonds is what I was hoping for, but he came up with the ace of clubs, proved just as good. And he will end up this hand, of course, with 1 diamond loser. He'll play the ace here, right? Give them a diamond, and then he can ruff the spade, making 6. So that's what we call a picture slam. Picture slam. Right? No real way to bid it reasonably, but it's clear by looking at our hand that we don't need much from our partner. We gave him a minimum 5 points, right, which was below what he's promising. We gave him 5 there, and we make. Turns out we could have given him 4 points, right? Give him just the ace of clubs, right? And because of that little diamond doubleton, Now we're home free, right? He voluntarily bids at the 3 level. Let's take him seriously. Okay, now to the next hand. So for the last hand, we'll look at board 7. This is one we were joking around about. There's 21 points between north and south. It makes 13 tricks. All right, so our partner opens 1 spade, right? And we have 7, 8, 4, 12. And a void. We're certainly going to game, without a doubt. And this is in 4 spades. But how strong is our hand? Well, first of all, we have the 9 tricks, right? The 9 card trump suit. Our partner's opened, and he can only have 5 points in the spade suit, so he's got values outside somewhere. Heart honors would be generally wasted unless he has top honors, which would provide a place to put my 10 and 7, or just even one of them. And then I have this fabulous 7-card diamond suit. Right? I'm going to be dummy, right? And remember how we love to have a 5-card suit in the dummy. Well, alternatively, think how much we might love having a 7-card diamond suit in the dummy. And we have an entry. We may have an entry in the diamonds, right, if our partner has 1. We have the ace of spades. That's another entry. We might even have club ruffs as an entry. So there are ways to get to the diamond suit. So the question is, where do we go? Do we think this hand could be worth more than game? And I answer that question yes. Honestly, answer yes. It can be worth more than game. Do we know that it's worth more than game? Not really. I mean, it would really be not very useful if partner had 3 wasted points in hearts, where my void is, or something like that, and reducing the value of his opening hand. So I need a bid that best describes my hand, right? Well, I could start with 2 diamonds, right, and then support, but that sort of tends to deny 4 spades, and that might be critical information to our partner. So we have one other bid, which is called a splinter. Now, what a splinter is a promise of 4 in support of your trump suit, and it's usually a double jump. It's to a level just below game in whatever suit you're bidding. And by that I mean in the trump suit, so the level just below 1 spade. So here it would be 4 hearts, right, or 4 diamonds, or 4 clubs. Those would all be double jumps. One way to think about a splinter is, whoa, why is my partner jumping, right? And that will often can be enough. And it's like, well, he didn't just jump shift, he double jump shift. And that's another clue. Hey, my partner is doing something special. So that's how you be hyper aware of it. And you don't go, oh, my partner's weaken that hand and long and pass him in a suit in which he literally may have no cards, right? So the splinter here has the virtue of getting us to game, because it's obviously game forcing. It shows an extra trump suit, which is a great value, and it shows shortness in this suit, which could be of great value to the declarer to know. So 4 hearts, a splinter, 1 or less, stiff or void, with 4 plus, 13 to 16 points. And here we had, 12? Certainly worth an upgrade with a void. So we're not lying, right? And there's the splinter bid, which our partner likes, right? So he starts bidding controls. Once again, we're not using Blackwood. My first bid was based on a vision of slam because of my distribution, my long diamond suit, my void, right? And he shows me the ace of clubs. Right? I will show him the ace of diamonds. I'm cooperating at this point. And he shows me the ace of hearts. Very interesting, right? Ace of hearts. So he is saying he's going to cover one of my losers in clubs. And now, because he started this whole thing with the control bid, he obviously loved it. He has no clue what I have in diamonds yet, right? See, I can't bid spades. I can't bid clubs, but I could show him ace, king of diamonds. Why don't I do that and see what he does? He bids 6. All right, so we get to 6 spades. And I obviously, I've been following his lead after showing my hand, which I did completely. Right, ace, king of diamonds, void and hearts, 4 spades. And sure enough, we win the contract in 6 spades. And not only that, our ace, king of diamonds covers the 4-3 of hearts. He has the ace of clubs to cover 1 club, and he has the ace of clubs to cover the other club. So the only question is, can we set up the diamonds? Get rid of all those club tricks. right? I wasn't watching. I think he played a diamond first and ruffed. Yeah. Right. So he sets up the diamonds, and now that 7-card diamond suit, right, a big asset in my hand. The reason why I envisioned the possibility of slam pays out. Right. So nobody bid the slam. We were joking about it. I couldn't figure out a way to bid 7, but certainly on the hands that I'm given, I have a reason to think that slam could be possible, and I want to show my hand. So I bid the splinter, right? Game forcing, stiff or void and hearts. Later on, and 4 spades, at least 4 in support. And then later on, I'm able to show the ace, king of diamonds. And once I show the ace, king of diamonds, my partner's off to the races to 6 spades. Good job, partner.